we all first generation of bounce, right?
Yeah, yes,
And
sir.
you look at the transition from when bounce started. It was really street dudes that wanted to rap, but really couldn't rap, so they gonna,
Yeah,
chant out some
Yeah.
street shit. And you look at the transition from when it went from there to now bouncing, twerking, or whatever they call
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
You know what we call it.
Yeah.
So, and Fresh, outside of Trigger Man's and Brown Beat, Bitch Get Off Me is the go-to
yeah,
For all
Break.
all new bounce.
for all new bounce
Yeah.
right
yeah,
now.
yeah.
So in the process, like when you hear that, where it take you?
I mean, I think every producer got one song or maybe two or three where they just like that solidified it. For me, that's kind of like bigger than anything that somebody would say. What's your biggest song?
Right.
My biggest thing is that's the foundation of bounce music.
That's right.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That Mannie Fresh beat is the foundation of bounce music.
Yes.
Like,
Right.
and even if you young and you don't know it, you know, it's like every time y'all use it, that's where it came from.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I think that, and one of the crazy things is before any of them even heard it, it was created in rumors when we was DJing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I started bringing my SP12, because I was like, you know what? It's hard when you competing against good DJs. And it was me, him, and Duck, DJ Duck.
DJ Duck.
And
Shout out to Duck, man.
when I tell you, like, it was hard, like, I'm like, you got to compete with them. I'm like, I got to do something different. So I started bringing my drum machine and start doing bounce beats right there in
On the
there.
spot,
like,
right.
And I tell people all the time, and some people go over their head and some people gonna get it. Like the term that beat. That beat actually happened in rumors. Like people start beating on the glass and was like, play that beat, play that beat. And we always shorten something up in New Orleans. We always give it our own name. We always start giving, like even Trigger Man.
Yeah.
That's not the name of that song.
Right.
We shortened it up and we start calling it that.
Right.
Like even like if a block party, we don't call it that. We call it a DJ. Like, because we was overwhelmed with the DJs. We was fascinated with the DJs. Before all of that, we'd be like, we going to a DJ. It was all about the DJ. So we always made things our own. But if anything, I would say, like, yeah, that's always crazy to me because I'm like, that go that beat again.
Yeah.
Over and over. And y'all know that beat been played. God damn.
It's the go-to
Yeah,
now.
it's
though.
the go-to.
It's the go-to because
Yeah.
remember when we first was doing bounce music, we was using our parents' records.
Yeah.
We
yeah.
didn't really have.
Well, I'm not from that era. Gotta remember where I came from.
Yeah.
I'm from DJ Jimmy, T.T. Tucker.
Yeah.
But that's first
But
generation.
yeah,
Hitman.
that's first generation bounce. 'Cause that's
Yeah.
Irv
Yeah.
spinning the
We wasn't even
records.
calling it bounce.
No.
That came after me.
Well, see, the
that's why
thing-
when he say that, I don't argue with
Yeah.
that. Because we didn't have a label yet.
It wasn't
Yeah.
called anything.
It was Trigger Man music.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
That's
Yeah.
it. We had it was two niggas.
But-
It was turned, but in our era, wasn't no disrespect to you, but rumors wasn't even. That
No,
wasn't
it
even
was
there yet.
discovered.
Yeah.
It wasn't there yet.
Yeah.
It was Big Man's, Newton's,
Yeah.
and Detour later,
Detour,
Yeah.
and
yeah.
49
and
later.
49 later.
That's where it came from. That's the mecca of that.
Yeah.
You're talking about. It was me, Everlasting Hitman, Slim later, DJ Jimmy, and T.T. Tucker and Irv. That's
Right.
the beginning of that.
Yeah.
Everybody else was the bounce era.
Came
when they start
after.
saying bounce, that was after us.
Yeah, because I
Right.
came with Hitman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I came
No,
with
you
Hit-
was in the beginning.
Right, but no, but Hitman, with my record, I really was influenced by Hitman because he was rapping.
See, we was in a group together. So we was together. And me and Hitman, let me give you history on us. So Flo from the Tent Wall, from the St.
Yeah.
Thomas. I'm from the Tent Wall. You know what I'm saying? We used to always walk backwards and forth to the Magnolia. We was rappers that found another niche.
Boom.
The bounce came on us going by Hitman and started liking that. Well, and Tucker was popping. But I tell a whole story about Tucker. Tucker was in the right place at the right time. People don't know that place. Tucker never made none of them songs. I let him go with that. But Herb was my DJ. Herb was my partner. When Herb was doing Woke One Morning, and
Right.
that's when Herb was me. I wasn't old enough to go to Ghost Town. That's why
Right.
Irv told the lyrics to him. That's why he got in the club. He ain't make none of that shit, bro. And I don't want to disrespect him because everybody give Tucker the props because he was first.
Right, he
But
was
it was
first.
my lyrics. That's why I was able to take it to Jimmy and do my thing with him. But he never created none of that. You know what I mean? So, and it's an argument over that because a lot of people say Tucker was first and that. Like, bro, I wish Herb was still living to tell y'all the facts. You know what I mean? Like, that dude ain't create nothing. And it's the facts.
Well,
Check
that's
it up
good
if you don't
good
believe
to
me.
know.
Yeah.
It's always good to know the history
Right.
of all
Yeah.
of it. It's always good to know the history of
I
it.
always
Right.
said this, and no disrespect to him, I always said, well, why he ain't making nothing else after that?
Yeah.
If you were so creative and you did that, why wasn't nothing after that?
And then even
I
like
kept going.
our even me and Mia DNA, you know, before Bounce
Mia
even
was the
came
first.
away.
I ain't gonna lie. Mia was the first. See, I remember people don't remember. I remember Silky Slim. Like, she was
Right.
popping. But Mia was the first one. Mia was the one came out that really, that broke.
Yeah.
I was bumping you like crazy. I was
Yeah.
like, who the is this? Who the
But you know what? Before Payback, my answer was, y'all dropped Ask Them Hoes in 89? 89?
Ask them hoes.
Yeah.
Ask them hoes.
So
I think 8 or 9.
I was with
90.
them.
Because, yeah, my first.
I was running with 'em.
The answer to y'all was, my first record was 91. That was before Payback.
Yeah.
And then Payback came, because, like you said, we didn't really
That
know what
fucking Payback
bouncing
was
was,
serious.
but we just did what we did. But Mannie,
We had that Mantronics on the bit.
We opened up for everybody.
No, that's
Yeah.
that Cash Money. Cash
Yeah.
Money.
yes,
Dun,
yes.
dun, 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 dun.
I picked each one of them records out, but it was mainly from being with New York Incorporated. So we 14 years old. It's 84. We opening up for Dougie Fresh and Slick Rick, LA Dream Team.
Yeah.
Then Rap Attack 86. That was the big one. That was the one my mama came get me out the municipal auditorium. Lord. Look, rap. That's my first boyfriend. All I want to do is rap. I got a D on my report card. My mama said, you can't go to the concert. I went out the window to the corner, jumped in the car. Now, my parents had dreads in the 70s before dreads was popular.
Oh,
because,
damn.
yeah,
Yeah, right,
you know,
right.
my mom and them, they were in a
People
desire
wearing dreads
fixing
like that in the
breakfast. Yeah, my mom was a Panther. So my mom, she used to tie her hair up all the time because nobody's parents had dreadlocks. But she knew she was coming get me, boy. She took that scarf off. Them big red dreadlocks. Mom had green eyes. I could hear her saying, no, my daughter is in there. I don't give a she is punished. She come get me. It's everybody. It's Jekyll and Hyde. It's LL. It's Salt and Pepper. It's Jazzy Jeff and the Fresh Prince. It's everybody in that second
that's the first
generation hip hop.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
we opening up for them. We did a lot of things as children that's unbelievable, like Showbiz Pizza Place. So
I remember that.
We
Yeah,
used to
always.
we DJ'd in there. They would move all of the toys and rides, and we had real live. We used to call it discos on a Saturday. We was little children in the ballroom of the Clarion Hotel, like throwing all kind of big stuff, all the Superdome dances. We did a lot of stuff. People don't realize how rich New Orleans hip hop is from the early 80s and all the different DJ crews that we had.
Yeah.
It was a lot. And Manny, he would be on the keyboard, the turntable. The stuff was on the top bunk in his room. He DJing on the ladder. He playing keyboard. He would bring the keyboard when we did live stuff, going off instrumentals, just being children. I don't think you realize like how dope you really are and how before your time you are. And you just be so humble with it, even when people piss you off, because I learned how to get mad like you. WAP said somebody messed over him, and you told WAP that's all it took for you to get rid of him. So see, when people do me stuff, I be like, oh, well, that's all it took.
For sure.
Yeah, I take a page out your book, but you gotta get your
Rest in
flowers.
peace, WAP, man.
Yes,
Right.
sir.
Rest in
yes,
peace,
sir.
Wop.
Yes, sir.
You gotta get them flowers just for being a young
Well-
guy that was so into it. Like you stayed, we over 40 years in loving this, and you still.
I didn't even realize how many people came through my room when when Mac was like, dude, you know how many people was in your room all the time? Like that's just all walks of life growing up from drug dealers to music dudes to
Everybody.
lawyers to
A
know
lot
what
of
I'm
drug
saying.
dealers.
Everybody, you know,
Niggas
because
out the
all of them was
project,
your
yeah, I know,
friends.
yeah.
All of them was
I
your
know
friends.
personally,
Yeah.
niggas.
You had good and bad friends. You know what I'm saying?